You guys would not believe what I found in my McDonald's meal today. I don't usually order McDonald's, but I was feeling extra unhealthy today. Now that we have the Crinacle Zero 2, we can compare it to McDonald's. For the price of this IEM, I was shocked at how much better these were than my Sony XM5s. I also don't have golden audiophile ears, so I'll try my best to describe the sound quality. But anyways, today we'll be reviewing Crinacle's newest budget IEM. And if you haven't already heard of Crinacle, he's an Asian dude that measures headphones. And later on we'll get an opinion from an AirPod user. And test to see if it's a good gaming IEM. So right out of the box, it's kind of shaped like poop. It has a light plastic build and it has a transparent case. But these were $24, so I can't say much about the build quality. They're very light and it doesn't hurt to wear them for a long time. And it also comes with this pack of replaceable ear tips. Now the real question is how they sound. These IEMs are V-shaped, which means there's a boost in the bass and the treble. And I saw this little note on Crinacle's website. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I guess the graph looks like this now. There's plenty of bass in these IEMs and it doesn't overwhelm the vocals. It feels like there's an extra subwoofer in these IEMs. You can really feel the lower bass, just like how I can feel my arteries getting clogged after eating this. But that's only if you're wearing the IEMs properly. Just make sure you push them all the way in. Usually with consumer headphones and earbuds, like the Sony XM5s, the bass kind of just blends in with the vocals and it sounds absolutely horrible. These have a good separation between the bass and the vocals, which makes it really nice to listen to. But I feel like the vocals are slightly distant, but not by much. And for the trebles, it doesn't hurt to listen to, but on some songs it does sound a bit sharp. As for isolation, I tested these out on the subway and they were able to block out most of the noise. I don't have much to say about these IEMs other than they sound great for this price. Now it's time to ask an AirPod user how these sound. This is Brian and he loves listening to music.
I like the bass a lot and the vocals are clear.
Take a guess, how much are these?
230
Minus the zero.
23. I have to get this, bro. This is way better than, I don't want to say Sony, but it has a isolation. Bass are good, but it doesn't cover the vocals.
So this or your AirPod Pros?
This.
Thanks to Brian and Tony for being in the video, and thanks to the manager for letting me film here. This spot is called Hey Hey Roasted, and they have delicious roasted duck here. Give them a try if you're in Chinatown or their upcoming place in the East Village. But back to the video. And as you can see, he kind of said the same thing I did. The only thing I didn't agree with Brian is that he said the Sony XM3s are better, but it makes sense because he's more used to the XM3s. But how do these compare to AirPods? It makes this IEM sound like it's worth $230.
230?
I mean, if you actually listen to both of them, there's a really big gap in the audio quality. That's why I think these IEMs are a good budget option, especially for someone who's never tried IEMs. And compared to the Moondrop Chew, which are $5 cheaper, I think anyone coming from a consumer brand headphone would prefer the Zero 2 just because it has more bass. The Moondrop Chew is also neutrally tuned, which is what the audiophiles prefer, but it's not really meant for everyone. Personally, I still prefer these koss headphones, but only for listening to music at home. If I were to go out, then the Zero 2s would be a good budget option. And for the gaming test, I used these while playing Valorant and they worked pretty well. I was easily able to pinpoint the enemy location, so I guess you can use these for Valorant. I give these IEMs a 3.9 out of 5. Coming from the Legacy 5, I found the bass and the treble to be a little fatiguing, especially during long listening sessions. That's why I prefer something warm with less bass and a smoother treble, but if you're coming from any consumer headphone, these might be a good pick.